Hello students, welcome back to CLARI Unleashing Conceptual Learning. Today in this particular lecture we are going to understand about the types of fluid flows. Now see, I am saying the types of fluid flows, not the types of fluids. They are totally different aspects, right? So let us understand what are the different types of fluid flows available in nature and what are we going to study in fluid mechanics. So the very first category of flows are steady flow and unsteady flow. Now see, if directly I give you the example, let's say you go to your wash basin and you open the tap and you start washing your hands. So when you are washing your hands, the water flow rate is constant throughout, right? The water flow, the fluid that is flowing through your hand is constant. I mean, it is not changing, the flow rate is not changing with respect to time. This kind of flow is called steady flow, right? And on the other hand, let's say you are working in some industry and you are supposed to close the butterfly valve. When you are closing the butterfly valve, what happens is the flow flowing through a pipe is reducing constantly, right? So when there is a flow and when you're trying to change the fluid properties or flow parameters with respect to time, or when there is a change in the flow parameters with respect to time, like velocity, acceleration, flow rate, those kind of flows are known as unsteady flow. So let me just explain you. Let's say for example, I have the pipe through which a fluid is flowing, and at all the points of the pipe, let's say at all the points of the pipe, you take any point, let's say I just choose this particular point, and at this particular point, velocity, acceleration, let's say properties like density, temperature, all of them does not change. It has the same value at particular value, and if they do not change with respect to time, and if this happens at all the points. Now I am not saying here that the value of velocity, let's say it is 5 meters per second, the same velocity should be over here. I am not saying that. The velocity over here, let's say, is 3 meters per second. But I mean that this 5 meters per second